This is my review of My Hero Academia, Chapter 226, Bloody Love. And I think what this chapter is really questioning is whether Toga is the way she is because of nurture or nature. I mean, first see her as a little girl playing with a dead bird, just admiring it, loving it, and her parents treat her like a monster because of her obsession with blood. They call her a deviant and demand her just to be normal. Why can't she just act like a normal little girl? From there, she went through quirk counseling, which, honestly, the more and more I hear about the society, the more it just sounds like some kind of post-apocalypse nightmare fuel. It's basically where they attempt to make everybody normal and well-behaved, and to hammer out all those little odds and ends that lead to people being evil. But unfortunately, if you are different and they just can't quite hammer that down, they make you feel like a freak and a monster and make you hate yourself. So that's what made Toga put on this mask. It made her stop being who she actually was and turned her into the perfect little girl, someone her parents would love. But at the diploma ceremony, she just basically lost it. She broke the mask that she'd been holding on to for so long, and she literally sucked out a student's blood with a straw, all while smiling and crying at the same time. I'm honestly not sure if she's crying here because she's sad that her old life is gone, or she's just so overwhelmingly happy that she's actually crying. Though, honestly, I think it's just she's that happy. And God, her parents. Despite our best efforts, she turned out bad. That demon child. Yeah, I honestly, I blame a lot of this on you. I mean, I don't think that, if she'd been raised in a loving, supportive family, she would have turned out a, perfect angel, but I don't think she would have become this messed up. Like, if she could absorb people's blood whenever she wanted, if she didn't live in a society where people were against having their blood taken, I think things would have turned out a lot better, I really don't think that's the kind of society the cultists are trying to create, one where you can just feel free to go up and ask for someone's blood. But even then, I don't think she would have turned out perfectly. I think what's more than her thirst for blood, her lack of self-control here. Once the mask broke, but then again, without the mask, she wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm really not sure how she would have turned out. I said before, I thought that even without the mask, even if she had grown up in a perfect society that allowed this kind of thing, she still would have lacked the self-control. But you'd also claim that she lacked self-control because once she broke the mask, she could never go back, and that she only needed the mask because of how she grew up in society. So then Miss Curious creates a bomb out of a little bracelet around her wrist, which, okay, I mean, these people do create, hero support equipment, so it makes sense they have this kind of thing at their disposal. Glad we're finally seeing it. I mean, that's supposed to be a big part of this fight, I think, and here's hoping we see more of it throughout, I kind of imagine the final boss is just going to be the guy with, 50 support items on all over his body, just beating him up. Or an Iron Man suit, that would be awesome. Anyway, then Miss Curious declares that she will become a martyr. Her story of how the society twisted her into this monster and how she had to die will support and encourage people around the world. But thankfully Toga manages to escape, and she absorbs Gravity Girl's blood, which, she's so cute. I miss her. We haven't seen her in a while. And then just as Miss Curious is about to kill her, she starts to fly. Higher and higher and higher. And as it turns out, Toga upgraded her quirk, so now she can use the quirks of people that she's transformed into, which, that's pretty freaking impressive. I don't know if it'll have the same weakness as the other quirk user in Class B, if he wasn't able to absorb quirks that require a build-up. So, for example, she transformed into Fatgum, whatever his name is. Would she be the skinny version of him or the fat version of him? If she transformed into Airy, would she be the no-horn version or the horn version? Does it matter when she took the blood? And more importantly, I'm pretty sure she has Deku's blood. Can she use One for All? And if she can All for One or the Doctor copy that quirk into one of the Nomo or for themselves? Is it possible that this power that's been built up for generation after generation, could be stolen from him and could result in the final fight being Deku against what's basically himself? I don't know, that would be awesome though. So yeah, she just made her quirk better through force of will and through desire. And basically just because she wants to be even more like the people. Though she doesn't see it that way. She sees it as her becoming even more like the people that I love, which absolutely terrifying. Though Miss Curious describes it as a lovely quote before she is smashed into the ground and murdered. Which I just loved. So yeah, basically her explanation is that her quirk improved because she wants to improve herself. She wants to... That's her ultimate goal, to become like the people that she loves. So with this, she's one step closer. I'm curious if her quirk will continue to evolve. Like at certain points, it'll become able to last longer or even permanently if she wants, or if she'll get like the memories of the people. That'd be really terrifying. Would she get like the memory? Ooh, the quirk enhancer. Oh god, what would the quirk enhancer do to her? Would she be able to get like the memories of the people whose blood she absorbed, and would it enhance the quirks of the quirks she absorbed? That's a good question. I really want to see that. So yeah, she killed all of them. And at the end, she said she had no choice but to kill them because Homer's plan is to destroy everything we hate. Which I just love. Oh, we also got an explanation. Last week I said that she had to be trained by someone. She needed a teacher, someone to teach her how to avoid people, how to hide their presence, all that. Nope. Turns out that was just skill that she obtained from hiding from the police again and again and again. Which is really terrifying. I mean, that's just something she naturally learned. Can you imagine if she'd actually been taught? Like, she'd actually had some kind of professional teacher explaining these things to her. She would be a freaking god at this point. So yeah, that was chapter 226. I feel like next chapter, we're going to probably switch over to someone else, see what they're doing, who they're fighting. I mean, they took down Miss Curious, so that's one of the generals, and a whole bunch of other people. I mean, really, Toga... Toga didn't seem to get nauseous when she was carrying that many people at once. Could it be that she didn't have Gravity Girl's weakness here? That she wasn't being affected in the same way? I don't know. I'm curious about that. I really want to see more of her now. I really do. Alright, and from there, I really don't know who we're going to focus on next. I don't think Toga's being the main focus. I think different characters, different League of Villains. Hopefully we'll get more of their backstory, figure out why they're here, why they're doing this, what their ultimate goal is, what their reason for being League of Villains is. Normally I'd speculate more, but I really don't know what's going to happen next. So, until next week, let me know what you think's going to happen next. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until then... Oh, not next week, sorry. Yeah, it's off next week because of Golden Week in Japan, I think. Which I think is also the reason why we got this chapter a few days early. Alright, so now you have 2 weeks to watch this video. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And until then, peace.